ആമേൻ. ഓസ്ട്രേലിയ ഓർത്ത് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുക. എൻ്റെ പരിശുദ്ധാത്മ പറയുന്നു, ഓസ്ട്രേലിയ എന്ന രാജ്യത്തിന് വേണ്ടി നിങ്ങൾ പ്രത്യേകം പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുക. അവിടെ ചില സംഭവങ്ങൾ, പ്രകൃതി ദുരന്തങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാകാൻ പോകുന്നു. ശക്തമായ കൊടുങ്കാറ്റും ശക്തമായ പ്രളയം അവിടെ ഉണ്ടാകാൻ പോകുന്നു. അവിടെ തന്നെ ദൈവം കാണിക്കുന്നത് എങ്ങനെയാണ്, അവിടുത്തെ റോഡുകൾ മുറിഞ്ഞു പോകുന്നു. മെയിൻ റൂട്ടുകൾ വെള്ളപ്പാച്ചിലിൽ റോഡുകൾ മുറിഞ്ഞ് രണ്ടായി പോകുന്ന വിധത്തിലുള്ള വലിയ ദുരന്തങ്ങൾ ആ രാജ്യത്തുണ്ടാകാൻ പോകുന്നു. ആ രാജ്യത്ത് തന്നെ കേൾക്കുന്ന ദൈവദാസന്മാർ, ദൈവമക്കൾ പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുക. ആ വലിയ മഴക്കെടുതിയിൽ നിന്നും, ആ വലിയ ദുരന്തത്തിൽ നിന്നും ആ രാജ്യത്തെ ദൈവം സംരക്ഷിക്കട്ടെ. അവിടെയുള്ള ദൈവമക്കളെ, ജനത്തെ ദൈവം സംരക്ഷിക്കട്ടെ. ദൈവജനം ദൈവത്തെ അറിയട്ടെ. യേശുവിന്റെ സ്നേഹത്താൽ അവർ നിറയട്ടെ. കർത്താവിന് വേണ്ടി അവർ വേർതിരിയപ്പെടട്ടെ. കർത്താവിന്റെ വരവിന് വേണ്ടി അവർ ഒരുങ്ങട്ടെ.
Ingham, Queensland, Australia, February 2nd, 2025.
This is fucking nuts.
Record-breaking floods across North Queensland, Australia have now turned deadly, with bridge collapsing and several houses damaged by flooding on Sunday morning. And the floodwaters are still rising, with the rain set to continue. Over the 48 hours to Sunday, there were reports of up to 1 meter of rainfall in parts of the northeast Queensland. The torrential rain continues, particularly in the Herbert Cross regions of the north to the Orontalli.
They were still hanging on top, but they are gone.
We're going to have to get going.
Well, by my gauge, it looks like it's still going up, probably another 40 mil in the last hour here in Fanning.
Residents of Ingham and nearby towns about 100 kilometers from Townsville are witnessing flooding from the nearby Herbert River. On Sunday morning, it was at 15 meters and rising. With more heavy rain forecast for the next 24 hours, the Herbert River is likely to break the 1967 records of 15.2 meter later on Sunday. Emergency services performed 11 water rescues on Sunday night. According to the reports, one person has lost their lives due to the flooding that occurred in Ingham.
Did he just release that rope, mate?
McElwraith across from the church. Some flooded vehicles there. What a shame. It's hard.
More than 400 people, mostly in Townsville, Ingham and Cardwell, are in evacuation shelters after being advised to flee on Sunday. Entire towns have lost power and been isolated by floodwaters. The Bruce Highway, the long connection between central, north and far north Queensland, could be unpassable for a significant period after a bridge was washed away at Olera Creek between Townsville and Ingham.
You can probably hear it flowing through there.
The Queensland Premier, David gracefully said authorities remain prepared for the ongoing prospect of more rain and the likelihood of more flooding. He also urged all residents located in the so-called black zones of the floods, which include 6 Townsville suburbs including Hermit Park, Railway Estate, Rossley, Idalia, Onumba, and Cluden, to not return home due to the ongoing threat posed by the nearby Ross River.
Just stuck up against the sign.
Australia's Bureau of Meteorology said the area received 6 months of rainfall in 3 days, while the Townsville Local Disaster Management Group warned that 2,000 homes could be inundated, some up to the second floor as water level rise. The persistent deluge, which is gradually easing according to the weather reports, has swollen waterways throughout the region. Major flood warnings remain in place for communities along the Hebert, Rose, Bull, Harton, and Upper Burdekin rivers. SES Deputy Commissioner Shan Chalapi said concern was also mounting for inland communities, including Charter Towers, where several people were rescued on Sunday night. An emergency alert was issued for Charter Towers just before midday, warning that power and water services had been disrupted. Authorities will also face significant challenges restoring services to some communities, including Ingham, where the power is out and the Bruce Highway cut off to the south.
And the car park, that's where the sandbagging was.
Meanwhile, reports indicate that homes in Cardwell have also been inundated. The majority of people evacuated are in Townsville, where the local disaster management group estimated on Sunday that about 1,700 homes were affected by floodwaters. Most of those are in low-lying suburbs to the south of the city, along the banks of the Rose River. The dam that feeds the catchment, the Rose River Dam, was at 175% storage capacity on Monday. Flood warnings remain in place for many of the rivers and creeks from central Queensland to the far north.
That's a real flow.
Most likely we'll get quite a bit higher yet.
Located in the tropics, North Queensland is vulnerable to destructive cyclones, storms, and flooding. But the climate scientists have warned that the warmer oceans and a hotter planet are creating the conditions for more intense and frequent extreme rainfall events. Meteorology says the current floods could be the worst to hit the regions in more than 60 years.
For that to happen, but yeah, bit of a shame. Sorry, people.